Hello everybody, I'm Lazy Rebecca, and welcome back to SHINRAI Broken Beyond Despair. And, looks like someone has their heart set on a certain boy named Taiko. And I guess we'll just let her do that whenever floats her boat, I guess. And we're gonna be in a luxurious guest room. Yep! Unlike the regular guest rooms, they even have a shower, a bathtub, and a really big fluffy beds. Damn it, now I want to go there. Noise! Noise! Can't wait to see it. Well, you'll get to see it soon enough. But for now, you should probably go greet the others while try to join the living again. Runa will show you the way. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Ray turned around to the reception counter and reached for a little rectangular paper stand holding a whole bunch of hand-sized booklets. After grabbing one, she faced me again and whipped it against my chest. Huh? You should take one of these. It has a little bit of information about the resort in it, as well as a map. Not like this place is so big and complicated you could easily get lost, but you never know. Maybe it might come in handy tonight. Who knows? Foreshadowing. That was supposed to sound ominous, by the way. Okay. Thanks. Anyways, I'm off. See you in a bit. And there she goes. And just like that, Ray scooted off in a hurry, our bags under her arms. Apparently she was really dying to take that shower. Stop it with the puns, please! Dead puns, no! Like Halloween puns, no. Good luck I kept these stupid puns to myself. God damn it, Raiko, I'm gonna confuse that. Well then. Shippuku-san, Akadori-san. Shall we be on our way? Okay. Taking the lead, Runa left the reception room via the same door Ray had disappeared through. I didn't waste any time, stuffed the pamphlet into my pocket, and, together with Baruchan, followed our guide. New notebook entries have been added. A new diary entry has been added. New character profiles have been added. I probably won't be looking at them, but I'll probably look at the character profiles. We can now take a look at the resort map from the notebook menu. Ooh! After leaving the reception, a rather long corridor was stretching up before us. Okay, before we go any further, let's take a look at the notebook. Yeah, maps. Okay, we're on the 3rd floor. So... okay. Diary entries. Find brand new diary. Okay. And also character profiles. So there's at the best 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 10 new people that we have yet to see. And the ones so far are Raiko, Rihatsu, Nobara, Henjin, Ray, and Runa. I'm assuming one of the next people is going to be Taiko or something. But anyway, back to the game. After leaving the reception, a rather long corridor was stretching out before us. Numerous doors were lining each of its sides, candle stands placed in regular intervals between them. The low flames were bathing the walls in a warm orange glow. I don't know if that's such a smart idea. What if one of them falls onto the carpet and catches fire? It was actually bright enough that Runa didn't bother switching on the ceiling lights, which were partially hidden by the blue curtains above us. Directly to our left were the restrooms, and to our right a big staircase leading to the upper floors as well as the basement. It was a bit hard to make out due to the distance, but at the far end of the hallway I spotted what appeared to be a circular window. A little bit of moonlight was shining through its wooden grates, slightly bleaching the blue surface of the carpet covering the floor. Dang, this place is a lot bigger than I thought. It might be a bit big, but this layout is actually pretty simple. The dining hall lies at the end of this hallway. That's where the others are waiting. Please follow me. I don't know, I'm giving her such a weird voice. I don't know what else to think of. And with this, Runa began to move ahead at a leisurely pace. Baruchan and I followed, laying our eyes slightly across the numbered doors we passed on the way. How big is this place anyway? Like, how many people can stay here at the same time? About 50? According to this map, there are exactly 42 guest rooms. Since I was kind of interested in the resort's layout myself, I had already taken out the pamphlet again to study the included map. I stopped near one of the candles room to have a better look at it, and Barachan and Runa gathered around me, peeking over my shoulders. Note, the door in the dining hall leads to the hot springs and hiking trails. Okay. There are 12 guest rooms on the first floor. A total of 20 on the second floor, and exactly 10 on the third one. So a total of 42 guest rooms. Taking into account the number of lockers in the reception, however, this resort should have room for about 50. Oh, you have a keen eye, Shinpuku-san. Yeah, I recall they said, oh, only about 50 or so people can be here. Did you actually count the lockers in the reception? Well, you are quite right. This resort has enough room for a total of 50 guests. While most of the guest rooms are made for only one person, the rooms on the third floor are actually for 2 people each. Indeed. There were definitely a lot less rooms on the third floor, but to compensate for their lack in numbers, they were twice as big. There are also the rooms where we are staying, correct? Yes. I think yours should be 302, but you might want to check with Miyamoto-san later, just to make sure. Alright. In any case, it's just as you said. The layout of this place really is simple. By the way, do all these rooms have, like, some super fancy theme to them? You know, like a room that looks like the interior of a submarine, or maybe one that sports some, works its spaces out with stars and shit painted on the walls and ceiling? Unfortunately, no. While the rooms on the floor are designed rather individually, it's not so to such great extent. They merely different color and furniture. As for the guest rooms on the first and second floors, they are more or less identical, I'm afraid. Oh, nut bunnies. Nut bunnies. I guess that means there ain't no hell-themed rooms around here either, so that's a relief. I failed to see how the existence of a hell-themed room had been anywhere close to being a legitimate worry in the first place. But I guess all that mattered was that Barachan had one less thing to worry about tonight. Anyway, what about the basement? The basement? Yes! I want to know what it looks like. A sec. Whoa! That looks a little more complicated. Yeah, especially there are karaoke rooms in the basement. And of course, food storage makes sense, as does laundry, storeroom, manager's office, toilets, employee sleeping quarters. Wait a minute, are there only just toilets down there? And also there, cleaning storage, bar Yama Inu? Table tennis room. Wait, employees sleep there? Electrical and boiler room. And I don't see any guest rooms at all. Well, it's the basement. Why are you expecting there to be any guest rooms in the basement? Most of the rooms in the basement are for staff only. Okay, that was Runa, sorry. Except for the rooms on the left half. As you can see, there's a bar, as well as a couple of rooms for recreational activities. Yeah, like karaoke. Dang, they even got karaoke rooms here? See, I'm not the only one to point that out. We totally gotta make use of them. And what's that? Is that a staircase on the food storage? Indeed. It connects directly to the kitchen on the first floor. Ah! For reals, man! That's kinda nifty. Shortcut for the kitchen staff, eh? Gotta say, this place is actually pretty cool. So, like, do a lot of people usually come here? Apparently, a lot of school classes visit here during summer and winter excursions. As far as I know, those are the only times the resort is actually booked out. Nevertheless, it does seem to get a lot of customers throughout the year. Most are drawn here by the famous hot springs and historical sites. It's like I'm trying to make her sound like like Italian French for some reason. I don't know why. Make her sound weird. I don't know. Just an ideal place for hiking. Let's see. Would be neat if our class would give me a too for some time. I closed the map and put the pamphlet back into my pocket. As we continued down the hallway, Bara-chan began burying Runa under enormous piles of questions. Bara-chan! She wanted to know literally everything about this resort, ranging from what a normal workday for the staff was like to what kinds of foods were usually served for dinner. Honestly, felt sorry for Runa, who tried to answer everything to the best of her abilities, but unfortunately couldn't in most cases. She wasn't an employee after all. Makes sense. She had only been here a couple times herself, and merely to help Ray with the preparations for the party. I'm truly sorry, Akadori-san, but that is all I can tell you. It's okay. Sorry for Machine getting you out with questions. I was just kinda curious. Yeah, majorly curious. Friggin' da-da. Well, you might find some additional information in that book that Miyamoto-san gave you. Wait, was that? Yes, no doubt about it. 3. If you want to know more about the details. 2. You should ask Miyamoto-san. 1. I feel like I should save. She'll be able to. Aku! What the fuck? I don't think that. Oh my god! Look at poor Bara. Ah! Who are you? I don't think that's Ray. Startled almost to death by the sudden ear-shattering scream, Bara-chan stumbled backwards directly into my arms and buried me right under herself on the cold, uncomfortable floor. Once again suffering under a radical reduction of my air supply, I tried pushing her off me. Unfortunately, she was too heavy for me to move my frail arms. I guess some higher power really wanted me to die of suffocation that oh my god! Curses, if only Bara-chan wasn't so easy to startle. Then again, it was all her fault. When I looked up, I could see that little devil standing right there. Letting her annoying laugh echo throughout the hallway at full blast, she began furiously waving that weird stick in her hands around. It had a blade made of poorly cut cardboard pieces, slathered in a thick coat of silver paint attached to it. Was that pitiful result of lacking craftsmanship supposed to be a scythe? Well, no, it's supposed to be a spoon. Of course it's a scythe. Your soul's out now, Mika's. Okay, this is Mika. Okay, I figured that was definitely not Ray. Go. While she continued laughing as loud and annoyingly as humanly possible, Runa, who had been almost scared to death herself, slowly managed to get back to her feet. She wiped the dust off her butt and, after taking a deep breath, faced our reckless attacker with a rather reproachful look. Tamashi-san! Don't scare us like that! Seriously? That ain't funny, girl! You almost gave me a heart attack! Bara-chan had always managed to rise back to her feet. Unlike Runa, she was still a little shaken, though. After her breathing rhythm had somewhat stabilized, she turned around to check on me, but I'm dead! The second she laid eyes on me, her expression was one and struck with horror as she realized I was still lying flattened on the floor. Panicking, she quickly grabbed my hand to help me get back to my feet as well. Sorry for stamping ya. You alright? Yeah. Just feeling a little squishy. Did Mika give you a good scare? Oh, you think, Mika? You sure did. Where the heck did you even come from? Mika just came from the door when she saw you and thought to herself, they will make for some easy targets. Gonna save here. And I'll be back with more. See ya!